Alright ladies, I'm back this time with some eyeshadow tutorials for you. We've got two great eyeshadow brushes. All our brushes are double-ended. I don't have a favorite between these two. I like them both. So we've got the blend and tap. This one's also really nice to do nose contour with. And I do some detailed contour around my lips with it. So the blend and tap. And then we have the eyeshadow everything brush. So you've got a nice fluffy end to blend your colors around with, but I love the smudgy end for eyeliner and just more precise, like getting the darkened corners exactly where I want to put the product. So I do love that one. All right, so usually when I do an eyeshadow look, I've pretty much followed the same pattern every time. I'll use a light color, usually shimmery because I like it, such as Unicorn. Did you see how I barely touched that? These products are super pigmented. Now that I have it on my finger, I'm just gonna wipe that white off. In the corner of my eyes, you could use a powder illuminator right there too. Like a Photoshop or a Goldie, that'd be really nice, or a Georgia. Okay, so another color to be a little more subtle than Unicorn is Sabrina right here. So it's more of a subtle white shine than Unicorn. That's Sabrina. There's Cupcake if you prefer a matte with no shimmer. Those are some really great. And then I love As You Wish for doing this part as well. It's like right here, and it's got some, it looks plain Jane in the tin, but it's got some really pretty pinky, purpley, like iridescent undertones, if you can see it, hit it in the right spot. So that's a pretty one too. Those are kind of my go-to colors for lightening right there. So do go a little bit around the edge of the brows, throw a little Unicorn on there. Just kind of highlighting that bone structure. All right, and then I'll use a transition shade. Valencia is one of my very favorites. Some other ones are Stay Golden. All the proceeds from Stay Golden go to foster care. So I love that, 100% of the proceeds from that color. Both the colors Stay Golden and Mija. All right, so I'll use a transition color between that light color I did and the crease. So you might not even have as much space there. You might not have to use a transition color. Some good ones again, Basic, Valencia, Stay Golden. Sometimes I'll use like a Lullaby, Zion, Leo. Those are some of my favorite transition shades. All right, next we'll go to the main lid, and this is the main part of the lid is where I kind of match it to my outfit. That's just me, and I love to put a shimmery color here. So Foxy is one of my very favorites. Let me swatch that for you, because it's just a nice shimmer. Man, I love so many colors here. Peppa, You Complete Me. I could use that one for you today. Bend and Snap is like a purpley color. We've got, what was I saying? Or I use matte colors here too. So like London Lullaby, just a medium type shade, and I usually match it to my outfit there. One of my very favorite colors is Rome. This is my favorite eyeshadow actually color that we have. Just because I love it on everybody. Just that champagne shimmer right there at the top above the other three. I love Rome. Let me throw a little bit on there for you at the front. When you put these on with your finger, you're gonna achieve a ton of color. So I'm not priming my eyes or anything. These are just super pigmented, and I actually have kind of a crappy phone camera, so you're not even seeing the full effect. In person looks even better. So let's use that You Complete Me, because everybody loves this color. And I could apply that with the fluffy end of the eyeshadow everything brush, or with either end of the blend and tap. But like I said, when I really want to achieve a good amount of color, which is usually when I'm on the main part of the lid, then I can just use my finger. Okay, and then I'll darken with any dark color, depends on what I'm wearing. These are some of my favorites. Ken, see that? It's got some shimmer. Amethyst, Ivy League, Trust, any of those. Trust is the same color that I use in my brows. So let's do a shimmer today. I want to show you how you can even use a shimmer as eyeliner. So I take the small end of the eyeshadow everything brush, and again, this is the color Ken. It's a deep purple, and I went about halfway, and now I have a really soft eyeliner on the bottom. So it's not as drawn in You can still go and do your fancy stuff if you like to do a white waterline or like to put eyeliner on your waterline, you can. But I've been really liking this. My students have told me that I look younger now that I've stopped wearing junky black pencil eyeliner that I always used to wear. It was junky because the way I put it on. I'm not saying y'all if you like it. All right, same thing, same color. I'm going to start eyeliner on the top, not even going halfway. And I'm going to have it meet that one on the bottom. So say I've drawn a line there. Now I'm going to make that into like a greater than, less than symbol or an open triangle. Tap it off or blow it off so you don't get fallout. So do you see right there that open triangle? And I'm the top line, so I used my lash line as where to draw at the bottom. That's my guideline. And then up here, I'm doing the natural, like I'm pushing in on my eyeball. That's where it tells me to do it there. So once I've drawn that, then I'm gonna go back to either fluffy side of either brush and just kind of pull that. I'm not adding any more product. I'm just pulling that dark color in no more than halfway. And again, this is how I do eyeshadow. This isn't to say this is the right way. I honestly owned one eyeshadow before I became a mascara artist, and it was one that I bought because I felt bad not to buy something at a makeup party that I was invited to. So I was like, what's the cheapest thing I could buy to get out of here? So look how much more dimension that eye has. I'll show you that process one more time. And again, I could have used the blend and tap brush as well. I don't want a hard transition between the colors, so I'm just kind of pulling it in. You can do the whole windshield wiper motion or just your little circles. It doesn't matter, okay? So same thing other side. I'm going to show you that process, and then our eyes are done. I can show you some other little tips if you want. Let's see. So it's faster when you're not, you know, when I'm not sitting here explaining it to you and you know what you're doing. So again, I'm a total eyeshadow novice as of a year ago, and I pretty much do the same thing every day as far as these 4 colors with just a different color. Okay, so the same, I use a light, a dark, a transition, and a medium. And the medium or the dark one usually matches my outfit, and that's how I do it. I don't pretend to be like the world's greatest. I mean, there's fancy stuff you can do. You can put tape here. You can go back with your highlight color and give yourself really crisp corners. And then lastly, I want to tell you, we do have an eyeliner. It's called Black Friday. I actually prefer the Cola Contour because it's really black. And I can put that as top eyeliner as if I want to. Or I really love taking the Know Your Angles brush and I spray it with a little of our Stay Spray, and I'll dip it in a color. My favorite one to do it with is this one right here, this ginger, and I'll make eyeliner along the top, and it's just a great pop of color, especially for using like a neutral look. And that color really makes your eye color stand out, especially if it's blue, because you got that blue and orange complementary, or green. But I actually really like it in brown eyes too, so I don't think it really matters, but just doing that eyeliner along there is a really fun pop of color. Or we have glitter. You can totally throw some glitter on there as well over top. I'm not going to do that today because it's a little much. But thank you guys for tuning in. And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something.